Hello and welcome in. I don't know anybody if everybody's here, if nobody's here. I'm fighting with an app myself. Let's just reset current unit. God damn it! Even if I do reset window position, I have my one window of MegaMek that is stuck, and I can't unstuck it. It's my for Mech Lab, and it is stuck. I moved it up without being careful, and now I am literally stuck trying to get it to work. I know Armor had some issues with his with his mic earlier. Is there a way for me to reset? I mean, I just want to reset the screen. I'm gonna have just to show people if there's anybody that's watching. I'm gonna change what I'm sharing. Replace screen sharing. I'm gonna share my other screen, so we've got an infinite loop right now. But yeah, my window is stuck like this, so there's no way for me to properly do things. Is your microphone working, Armor, or not at all? It was working earlier, but hmm. Hum. Lots of weird things going on here. It's gonna be one of those mornings. Start of afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, I would say. I have not muted him. It really seems to be a odd thing. We're waiting on someone else that just said they might have to mess with a local little issue here. And for me, it's just a god darn. Because MegaMek being a Java app, you don't have the option for like minimize and everything in the in your right click contextual. So that is a bit annoying. Just trying to see here. I am fighting with my MegaMek. MegaMek itself is okay. It's really the Mech Lab that is having an issue. Good afternoon, good morning for you. I think since you're in
How's it going, Doc?
Outland. I'm doing okay, but I've got a window that's stuck that I can't unstick for MegaMek Lab, and it is very annoying. It's stuck in my. I can't
Like stuck in
edit. I
position on
can't.
the screen, or
Yeah, when I load it up, it is at. It's as if the the bar at the top where you've got your minimize, close, and menus, they're gone, and that's just because I pushed it up and said accidentally. So I
so
can't
now it won't go
easily
away.
get things done. Well, I'm able to close it with not Alt F4, but that's not what I want. I want to reset the window. Just a reset window for Microsoft. Reset window position.
Okay, should I wait a minute to connect, or
No, you should be able to connect.
okay, no port necessary?
Well, as long as you've got the
Radmin, yep, I've got that.
as long as you got Radmin and you've got my
The thing?
the thing, we should be
I got
good.
the thing. Yep, there we are.
Ah, there, found it. Finally, got it. You
Yeah,
don't realize how much you need keyboard shortcuts until you need keyboard shortcuts.
right.
I mean, I had to look it up because even as an IT guy, this is not a thing I've done very often because for most other apps, your right click will usually allow you to do a whole lot of things. But here, Java apps have a little bit of an issue, and Windows 11, Windows 10 is also a bit more picky, unfortunately.
Man, I miss Windows XP.
I learned my whole IT life on Windows XP, to be honest. Well, late Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows Server. So,
I remember when Windows 8 first came out and they tried to turn the whole thing into a tablet app kind of thing.
I mean, I understand the idea of doing it and having a single thing for both touchscreen and everything else. So it's not a bad idea. The problem to me is just that it gets a bit rough, and sometimes we don't realize what we're messing with.
Yeah, I had an idea once that Windows 8 should have had a tablet mode and a desktop mode, a touchscreen and non-touchscreen mode that you could switch between, but I didn't. After about 5 minutes of thinking, I thought, wait, that isn't feasible, is it?
Well, it would be feasible, but not practical. I mean, we've got more and more touchscreens to begin with, so
Mhm.
I understand why they've done it that way.
Okay,
Armor, are
I'm
you
about
there or are
to.
you not there? That's the question where we're at right now. I see him in the game, but don't know if he's in the.
I
Um,
assume I'm good to load my list in.
Yeah, you should be able to load your list in.
All right, here goes.
I'll probably be grossly outmatched, but I mean, originally it was supposed to be a one-on-one game, and not a two-on-one, and I didn't want to change things too much, so weird things will be done here.
I'm itching to see what you'll pull out of your pocket.
I'm doing the stupid thing and bringing aerospace fighters because it's stupid because it's always hard to run. I need to learn how to play them more, so better to
lesson
bring
learned.
some and just test them.
I think I see an armor.
Yep, sounds like he's there. I'm gonna go get myself a drink in 2 seconds. Just have to walk 3 steps.
So Restream doesn't like mobile.
Really?
Lesson learned there. So I think we have the BB advantage.
Yeah, we have the 2-on-1 advantage, but I don't know what this guy might pull out.
You have a blackberry bubbly. That's what I pulled out. It tastes bubbly.
I never would have guessed.
All right. Well, I don't have anything to modify on my side, so I can just click go.
Oh, wait. Right teams?
Yeah, I should both be on team 2. That's one thing for you
As
guys.
long as we're on the same team.
Yeah, either team. Oh yeah, and you should put start location 3 X's south, please.
Figure.
Okay, configure
Rather than
player.
any, it'd probably be better.
Yep. South.
The
Deployment
center
zone
south
with-
hex.
Yeah. South. Deployment zone with 3.
Cool.
Let's see what you have. All your C3 set up?
I think some of his mechs are just not C3 setup, but it's okay.
C3I and C3 Masters don't like each other. That's why.
Yeah, well, let's not worry about that too terribly much. Shouldn't be a huge issue. I'm more worried about yours. Let me look here. Because it says 3 free.
Let's see.
Dude, Prof,
Shed
that's
away.
that's Thunderbore Saklan book. That's Thunderbore Sakhan book that you've got as your avatar right now, huh?
Yes. He's the old guy, the old guy who doesn't want to work, so he works as much as he works as much as he can to not work. It is pretty useful for some people. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at your. I'm not sure how you were set up armor there for your C
I'm
three.
not
C
sure how that
three
was.
is C3 is weird. I know. My C3. I do have a unit with C3 on my side, and it's really fairly straightforward, at
Actually,
least on my side, how
actually,
it works.
hang on.
Really?
Could you connect your crossbow to my C3 network? If you go to
Really?
configure, I have one more free slot, so I think you can join the network.
Okay,
That
let me see
would
if I
be
remember how to do
possible.
this.
Yeah.
Go to configure it, equipment, and the C3 network.
Join. What did you want me to link it to?
I think it's just the one of the Shadowhawk.
Okay, the Shadowhawk.
Is that going to let us do it?
It
Yes.
should, since you're on the same team.
Yes. Excellent.
If you weren't on the same team, things would be weird.
So what are you going to take control of that crossbow?
No. But you'll share range brackets.
Yeah,
Ah,
you're just gonna share your range with the others. And on a crossbow might not be a bad idea. All right, I'm good to go. I've got my massive amounts of cheap units versus your small amount of very good units. Still, I mean, you're bringing a binary. I've got what? I've got
the
almost
old
two
quality
companies
versus
worth.
quantity.
I've got 2 companies worth of unit plus gun emplacements. Jesus. Uh, this is sort of a sad statement. But yeah, I'm good to go. I've clicked done. You guys can click done
Done.
as well. And I'm going to keep trying to make more instructional videos as well over time.
Oh boy, we can
Oh,
do it in
well, I didn't
aerospace.
hide any units. Maybe I should have in some units. Oh, well, it's just going to make my life harder.
We don't have active probes.
Well,
Let's check
there's
that
not
again.
much room where I could hide stuff anyways, from what I see here. I could hide stuff in the top portion of the map, but that's not super conducive, at least not for me. I mean, I'd like to hide stuff where you guys deploy, but as you can see, there's rocks and a few mountains. I've used very basic maps from the regular stuff for it. So, yep. Remember to click done.
I think I see that factory.
That's a depot, actually, more than a factory. You guys have found a depot, and you have been, you are trying to engage it, and it's probably going to link to the actual factory. Yay, deploying gun emplacements. Not in the best position with those mountains in front of it, and those buildings are not very tall. That's what I decided to go with. That's what I got.
Should check that again to see how active probes work on aerospace fighters. Because normally, if you have your active probe and it detects a hidden unit, you're already in SRM range.
Yeah, that's the weird bit about SR with active probes. They're not as good as you would want them to be. But I mean, being in SRM range is better than tripping the thing and getting shot by the SRM at point blank. So there are advantages still.
Okay, where am I going to come up?
Installing more gun emplacements because I've got 6 of them. That's a whole lot, but I mean, it's a pair of LB5X on a turret. It's not super threatening. It kind of does what it's supposed to do. Let's stick more light guns on the field. Where is it pointing? It's pointing the entirely wrong direction. Okay, it's pointed in the right direction. It'll be a little bit better.
Yes, holding shift to change facing is your friend.
Star Raiders everywhere.
The 2 Star Raiders and a Warhammer 2C. The biggest mech I've got on my side is a Battle Master. I feel unseen here.
Well, I don't have any Star Pythons, just to add to that.
Hope I can put the crossbow in a good position. This will be my first time using a crossbow and
well, I mean,
guillotine.
It's the upgraded crossbow from the. It's your upgraded crossbow from the our good friends at the Wolverines. So it is better than the regular crossbow by a small margin. If I remember right, I stuck endo steel on it or ferrofibrous on it, one of the two. So it's a little bit more aggressive, let's say.
It's also fitting because it's a bioroid machine.
Well, I mean, it's meant for that. No, not, close to you guys, but not like right up your nose. So I've got basically a lance of regular armor, a lance of other tanks, and 2 lances of battle mechs. Oh, and a lance of aerospace fighters. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff today.
Let's see how the guillotine performs.
Guillotine 2C is a pretty damn good mech. I will be very honest there. It is a fairly fantastic machine. It runs odd, though. You do have to be careful because it runs odd. Like anything
We
with a
wouldn't
lot
want to
of
make things too
lasers.
easy now, would we?
I mean, it's the opposite of a regular guillotine. A regular guillotine is not going to run hot because the regular guillotine's got a lot of single heat sinks and it works fairly well. While the guillotine 2C has too many ER lasers, and that's what ends up running you fairly hot.
For the whole heat sinks, I'm going to use the whole heat sinks.
I mean, you pay for 30 eat bars in your eat thing, use the 30 eat bars. Of course, it's not a good idea, but...
Crap, I just realized that's level 1 terrain right there. Oh well, too late now.
You turn on isometric view.
Yeah, that's the...
T, but a T key.
T. There we go. T. There we go.
As in isometric. I don't think
there
that's
we go. Thank you, Hellkite.
Yes, yeah, that was a... How tall is that? That's level 5. Jeez. Level 5 is pretty high.
Boy.
You need to deploy something, though.
Yeah, I'm figuring out what end to do it on. I'll do it over here. You seem to have that side covered.
How tall is that, X?
Yep, Sorrel book.
There, point this way. All right. And, I've got to deploy more stuff. Jeez.
The first thought I had when reading Sorrel Book's bio was that his image pretty much matches my mental picture of Sam Haven.
I mean, I was trying to go. I mean, if someone had said like the sheriff of Dukes of Hazzard, no, the mayor from Dukes of Hazzard. So that was a start. But then I had to. Then I mixed it with another character from another TV show, and it kind of worked for what it was meant to do. All right.
Armor, do you
What
need
else?
more
Yeah.
support on the left side of the map?
Sure. That
Okay.
Hawk cannot hold its own.
There's my Kingfisher. This one I'm also excited for.
Not a thing. Well, I've used one against my brother once, and it didn't end very well for me. But I mean, that doesn't mean much. All right. I lost the initiative by a fair margin. No, wait. I think I won the initiative. I am not quite sure. Yeah, I won the initiative.
Boom.
I will roll the 4, and your team rolled the 3. I'll take an initiative win this turn. Gives me an idea of where I need to send my boys.
Okay. But it looks like I'm up first. Let's go. Oh. Move. There you go.
What is moving is my question here. The Timberwolf. Okay.
See those holders and I like those rifles, so we're just.
I kind of messed up on positioning there, as I usually do.
Oh. Do you have any rear-facing weapons?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's a standard Timberwolf. If you had brought a Timberwolf, what the B with the pair of PPCs and the 4-streak 6, including 2 shooting backwards.
Well, I can always reconfigure.
I mean, that's what it's for. Hollander. Yeah. Hollander always mixes me up because it's BZK for the production code rather than HOL or, something like that.
You thought you were getting a blitzkrieg?
Yeah, well, there's quite a difference between the Blitzkrieg and a Hollander. One is completely stupid. The other one is entirely stupid. Very different.
They both have a big gun. They both go fast. What more do you want?
The Hollander doesn't always go fast, though. It is a in-betweener in a way. At least for that. This one has a mask. Oh, it's a supercharger. Even worse. Makes them fairly mobile, but has only a light Gauss instead of a regular Gauss. So,
Supercharger.
Bit of a trade-off. And the OK arbiters are there as well. They're not terribly good, but they're not terribly awful either. I think it's Azure's turn to move, Mr. Armor. All right. Hey. Yeah, try to take advantage of some partial cover, possibly.
Gotta him there, got him there. And this is the crossbow. Let's get him moved up to a nice spot here. I like that MegaMek gives you a picture of the squares you'll be able to attack after you move.
Yeah, that is very useful. Rather than having to do the whole try to evaluate using a laser or whatever, you
Yeah.
sometimes have to do.
There was a nice little chart that a fan made that you could easily reference, but I completely lost it. I hope I find it again.
I mean, I need to see something with that Drillson if I want to be able to shoot with it. Yeah, try to move it there. I don't like that the MMLs are fixed forward on the Drillson, but that's what you live with. All of those guys haven't moved. I'll try to go there. Okay. He hasn't failed completely. I try to go there. I haven't crashed anything yet, so we'll take that as a win for now.
Hooray!
Then I have to move those damn aerospace fighters. That is always confusing.
Is it really?
It's another game. VTOLs are really easy to move. Aerospace fighters, yeah. There's a whole lot of weirdness to them.
All right, let's move my guillotine up.
I mean, I do have a numerical advantage, but I'll probably shrink fairly quickly.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, the game just started at Garrus, so we'll see how it goes. I am unsure as to how things are going to go, but we will see.
Have that Condor and Arbiter already moved?
Doesn't seem like grayed out.
Ah, you're right.
I usually just look at the movement modifier pips next to things. If there's movement modifier pips, well, that's because they moved, generally at least. And I'm at the point where most of my stuff is moving. Yeah, I'm at the airplane time. What do I see and what's in? Nope. It is always a bit of a gamble trying to figure out how much you need to accelerate to get to somewhere useful. That's the art bit.
Yeah.
One acceleration, 16.
If I accelerate twice, 3 times, I'm not reaching anything useful.
But you are going to need that speed.
Oh, yeah, but the problem is The problem is more that the Corsair is not that maneuverable, I guess.
6-9.
Or maybe it's all the bombs I'm carrying.
Yeah, that slows you down.
That can cause some issues. All right. Even the planes moved. Now we should get to a fun shooting phase for
Even
turn
the
one.
pigs. No, not the pigs. Okay.
You guys have tags if you want to tag stuff.
Just have tag.
I don't know how tags work, but let's try them anyway. Sounds like electronic warfare.
I don't think it does anything because there's nothing to take advantage of it.
Oh, okay, it's telling me.
I mean, unless you've
Oh,
got
your
guided
C3
LRMs.
Right, your C3 masters have to work as tag.
Yeah, you can just
Well,
skip that, I
I
think.
have plenty of LRMs, but none of my stuff is guided, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Oh. Shooting. Oh, I've got a C3 master. Jeez. All right, shooting, regular shooting, I guess. That's more fun.
All right, Costell's gonna aim his Kingfisher at that arbiter. Okay, and where is? Why are you still there, Minimap? Go away! I don't need you.
Shoot with clusters, so I've got more chances to hit. There. Hollander. Trying to shoot it this way.
Lasers!
You won't be able to see anything. You won't be able to see anything.
How much fire?
You guys can't see anything from where you're at, anyways. That's
What'd you say? What'd you say, Armor?
How much fire dare you can have pouring onto Drillson number 2?
Drillson number 2.
The one next to the crossbow.
I have not targeted that yet, but I'm glad you mentioned it because I know where to focus now. In fact, let me do that now.
And don't shoot any friendly units.
Wouldn't dream
Yeah,
of
friendly
it.
fire is on, so just be careful. That's the Condor.
Okay.
It's a whole lot of small guns, which
Done.
can still do a whole bunch of damage.
Ah, crap. Guillotine can't see the
5 can't.
Condor. Okay. I wasn't able to squeeze out much against the Drillson right next to the crossbow. It was just able to pop off its medium lasers.
Okay, so let's evaporate it.
All right, let's try this. You might not, probably don't see anything. No, he doesn't see anything. The fury of the gods. Not terrible. We'll try that. That's the Corsair. Target is not a long flight path. There's not much that he can do. Or do I bomb?
Fire, fire.
Level bomb or dive bomb. Fine.
We'll just try that.
All right.
You don't see anything. And you don't see anything. Well, it's not that they don't see anything, it's that there's nothing in range.
Let's heat up a little. No, twist that way, please. Thank you. Here goes.
All right. Survey says, as Crab likes to say, one LB10X shot to a leg, one that misses. A light Gauss to a leg again. Do I just shoot legs all the time here? Okay. The Shillone lost its landing gear. Well, that could be a problem. And an
Later on,
SRM4.
sure.
It lost an SRM4 in its landing gear. Well, that's like once again, it could be a lot worse. Allender misses. The Kingfisher chews out one of the Arbiter with 2 engine hits. Well, that's one hell of a
Ooh.
first turn. I mean, those things are not super heavily armored, but you did hit it with a lot of hits in the center torso. Not even
A
that.
lot of
Well,
pulse
no, okay.
lasers.
The large pulse laser, the medium pulse laser started chewing through the armor, and then 3 SRMs hit it again. That's a decent. Well, not that much. I mean, it's the highest chance to hit, but it's still pretty nasty. The Drillson hits with its Streak 2 and large pulse laser. The MML5 misses a machine gun, large pulse. The motive system starting to get damaged on one of the Condor. Well, that's I expect that. Major damage, vehicle immobile. Well, that's very bad
Oh
for a
boy.
hover tank. But I mean, they're dealing a bit of damage back. I mean, the Condors are pretty good. Lots of lasers in that little turret of its. And crossbow, Yar medium laser on the Drillson. Doing okay bit of damage. Condor, destroyed a double heat sink on the Mad Cat, thanks to a tandem round. Shadowhawk shooting at the Arbiter. The Arbiter getting chewed up pretty bad. The pilot getting it as well as the with a
Wait, the
medium
pilot
pulse laser.
of what? You broke up for a
One
bit
of the
there.
Arbiter is getting
boy.
shot at. Ha! My AC2s from my partisan have dealt damage to your Star Adder. Face the rat of my stiff breezes.
The gasp.
Eeh, an LB10X with 3 pellets hitting. That's not a whole lot of damage. Vehicle immobile on one of the Drillson. Crew stunned for 1 turn. Destroyed by damage. Well, one of the Drillsons had a bad day. Fury misses the guillotine. 15 damage to an arm of an all-hander, but there's nothing in those arms, so it's okay if it loses an arm or a leg. Legs are problematic. Arms are not as bad. Shooting at the other Bloodass shooting at the Drillson, and that Drillson also looking pretty nasty. Completely misses with my 2 bombs. That was not what I wanted to happen. The Drillson crew stunned. Condor is losing a whole lot of armor. Ooh, the Timberwolf falls and
Oh no!
gyro engine.
Motherfucker!
Ouch.
Oh,
That
The
is
worst possible
a
roll.
nasty turn 1 for that Timberwolf.
jeez! We all went in swinging.
The Shillona just dropped bombs in the wrong spot, so that's a waste. All right, that was a bit of an expected turn 1. I'm not gonna say it was odd. It was kind of expected. We were already in engagement range. Fighting started happening. Got some stuff
shit just
that's
hit a
fairly
little harder
damaged.
than we expected.
Oh yeah, well that was really unexpected for the Timberwolf. It's really unexpected. All right,
It had to be the
done.
fucking gyro.
And
Oh,
I
boy.
don't think there's... Oh, no, there's probably going to be a crossbow kicking at a Drillson. That's the only physical attack that I can see here. Well, on my side, I could kick and punch my own people, but I don't think I will do that.
Well, I actually clicked on done, and it's not giving me any attack options.
Oh, it's because the Drillson blew up. So,
Oh, duh.
all right, I'll skip attacks. Timberwolf is now at 13 eat because it's got an engine, a double engine it. And
Oh.
And he
okay, the Shalom didn't crash. Well, that's that's doubly good.
Well, she's gonna pay for being stupid.
If you're going to
Well,
be
that wasn't stupid. It was just really... That's really a case of bad luck more than
Yeah.
anything else.
Well, it might be stupid, but it's also dumb.
That is an accurate statement, but that doesn't make it right. All right, well, just move there. We'll see where you go after. Is there anything that's not destroyed? That one's immobile. Immobile's very bad in a hover tank.
Yeah.
Which Condor is immobile? This one. So you guys just abandon the vehicle and call it a day.
I'm not sure how to answer that, Icarus. I got extremely unlucky, and my Mad Cat went down on turn 1. Gyro hit and fell right on the engine, eh, Prof?
Basically, well, it's because you took all the damage to the rear center torso. That was enough to cause the all the damage. Getting back up, I mean, you're a 4-4 pilot. It would require like a 6. You should be able to get back up, but
Difficult.
you probably
doable.
want to not stay close to enemies either.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to stick those 2 other tanks close to you, because if I just stick them there, that Warhammer 2C is just going to blow them up. So they do have to keep moving. So there is a little bit of thinking on my part here.
Speaking of
as long as you're lying down there, you're in cover.
What'd you say there, Armor?
As long as you're lying down there, you should be in cover.
Ironically. Okay.
The Hollander can't see you there. Yeah,
I think the crossbow might actually be in a good spot for the moment. Let's hold on moving him.
Another good rule, you can use control and click 2 hexes to see if they have line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Guillotine here.
Gillilatine. Gillimatine. I mean, the original guillotine's a damn good mech. So
How did that meme go? Canada sucks because half the country speaks French and the other half lets them.
no, the Canada sucks because we're idiots. But that's a completely different thing.
You can't just put le in front of something and make it French. Let's shut up.
Let's shut up.
Yeah, you try attacking a position without using French words.
Okay, you know what? I actually will move it just a little bit.
It's generally better to move at least a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're
Gotta keep that.
stunned. They are stunned, so they can't attack the stern. And does that mean that they can't flank speed either? So just move backward. you should be out of sight of most things where he is now. Okay. Oh, it's 5'8", an arbiter, eh? Well, I'm gonna run then.
Arbiter.
Oh no.
It is a... Hey, those are the fully militarized, badass arbiters, not the regular arbiters that you have in heavy rifle. Those have an ILB-10X and a small pulse laser. They're basically urban mechs that go 5'8", with more armor and arms. Okay, they're just better than urban mechs in every single way.
I love to rip on the urban mech. Are you kidding me?
That's the real sad truth about the arbiter. Like this particular version of the arbiter would be a better overall militia mech once again. And I haven't put anything real fancy on. I did stick ferrofibrous armor on, but that's because it's fairly cheap and easy to produce. So
Should survive the one.
If I'm gonna rip on the urban mech using any other mech that's good for urban defending, you better believe I'm gonna use a hunchback.
if the hunchback at jump jets, the basic hunchback at jump jets, it would be really nice. The standard one is good at, yeah, it's great at city fighting. I do agree, but it's the real if it had jump jets, it'd be just a little bit better in city fights. There is an advantage to it.
Well, Urbies have jump jets, don't they?
Yeah, but it's 2 jump jets. You can jump a whole 2 levels. So you won't be getting on top of those tall buildings or getting into jumping above the tall buildings to go from one street to another.
Right.
Hunchback would at least have like 4, so it wouldn't be as bad. But there's quite a few different things you can do. I mean,
So we have a lot of alpha damage, 464.
Let's get the guillotine in there. Right, we're getting stuck in, boys.
if I move here, I don't see much more.
I think we can ignore those Zukos for another turn.
Biggest problem with tanks is really that they're 1 level I, so in this particular environment, it's not as good as you would want. Zukov are not the fastest tank around, but it's the heavy tank from Command and Conquer, basically 2 big guns, and this one adds a missile launcher to it. It's fancy.
I feel like the only man on Earth who never played Command and Conquer in high school.
No, you're probably not the only one, but I mean, for me, I mean, it was directly in my wheelhouse, directly at the age where I was going to play them.
Right.
I mean, Red Alert came out when I was 14 or 16. I mean, I played that.
Do you remember the installer?
Hours.
The installer for Red Alert? You know, like
Yeah.
military software detected, SEAL team dispatched, enter stand down code.
It was a great game, and the jokes in it worked and landed. I didn't like any of the other Red Alerts though. Red Alert 2 and Red Alert 3 was something, but not a good something, just a bad something.
I think the first M-rated game I played was Perfect Dark on the Nintendo 64.
That's a good one. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was because a classmate of mine in high school loaned it to me, and I wasn't allowed to play those games growing up, but I snuck it in.
Your parents won't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah. We can't say that. We can't say that for our children in the future. We will be able to tell the difference.
I mean, it's a lot easier with the PS4, 5. It's really easy to do the parental control. And even though my kids are not that old, I put teen for most stuff. It's not like they want to play most of the weird games, anyways. The
Really?
weirdness that they're asking to play is like Elden Ring and stuff like that because they wanted to try it out. It was a courageous thing on their part, but they tried.
Okay. Don't screw this up, Anne Marie.
Don't screw this up, he said while screwing up.
She screwed up. Yeah, she screwed up. Oh.
I'm getting good at killing your secondary commanders. But I do have to get a plane over it, though, in order for it to actually work. But,
Right.
you know, I should be able to with something. I want to get there. Would there be
Okay,
a way
I don't
to
know
move?
how I managed to move it, and it's still prone, probably crawling.
All right, so if I accelerate once, I get here. You'll fly off the map. Illegal move.
You accelerate to the edge.
Yeah,
and
my
it's gonna fly
mistake.
off.
My mistake was focusing too much on covering all sides of the map rather than keeping the non-bioroids covered.
Or just keeping your back to the
Yeah.
back.
Well, there was not much that he could have done there to
Yeah, it
be
was
very
bad luck,
honest.
but still could have positioned herself so that it didn't go up her ass.
How do you do just one back? Just backspace. Yeah, okay.
Oh well, this is how we get good.
Meow.
Wow.
That's what planes do. They go meow.
Plane go burr.
Illegal move.
Some of the other tab flying.
I know what's gonna happen when I get pissed off.
Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to.
Yeah.
Okay, it counts as fly off the map because I thought I would be able to shoot with the Shalone on the Warhammer by doing a flyby, but I think it messed it up.
Shalom.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
You didn't fall in your engine again.
True, true.
See? Only good things.
Well, if you can laugh about it the next day, all is well. That's what I've been telling myself as I've been getting my ass handed to me in the current Blood Bowl league I'm in. My lizards just keep dying.
If they die, that's usually not good.
And it's not even the skinks, which are low armor and very squishy. It's the Saurus blockers, which are high strength and high armor. They always die.
Well, they're the ones taking the most hits, so it's kind of expected. All right, well, other Arbiter, do you see anything useful?
I'm never going to get over
Useful,
how I
no,
lost my
but-
Croxagore on the very first game of the league when it got killed by a freaking goblin.
That's the some of the issues with this game, to be honest. But it happens. All right, Alanders, do Alander things.
I'm
Soul,
thinking-
do you see anything?
I'm starting to think that
No.
I like lizard men, but they don't like me. Okay.
That's an awful lot of light Gauss I'm bringing, as usual.
Wait a second. No,
Those guys
that
don't see anything. You can't shoot. You can shoot.
that arbiter's not yours, is it, Armor? You didn't bring any arbiters.
Nope. Kill the arbiters.
I'll kill the arbiters.
Don't shoot the vipers.
I see you, Rocky.
This end goes boom.
Zhukov. Zukov. Yeah, he sees the Shadowhawk. Well, we'll take shots if he sees things. This guy doesn't see anything, though. Fury. We're going to shoot at more things.
The Vipers can't hit the Arbiter because they don't have anything in their arms.
Yeah, that is part of the issue there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's mad in the back there.
Let me. That's my roommate. I'll close the door in a sec. Hang on.
Jeez.
We both
Yeah.
suffer from gamer rage.
Not the first or the last time I've heard that.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't see anything. Unfortunately, the Caesar, it just barely doesn't see anything. All right. Let's see the end result after that.
You and me both got the Arbiter over there on the left side. Yeah, Armor?
I got one laser pointed at it.
Oh, shit. Let me help you.
You said that much more damage than I do there.
Crossbow's gonna do crossbow things.
Hope you get a head hit.
Me too.
Well, there's all
I
sorts
did
of things that
kill-
can happen. So
I did kill an IRL opponent's Warhammer once when I had an archer send a missile flight straight into his cockpit.
that is unfortunately things that happen.
That was awesome.
But I have a feeling that Mad Cat's not going to be in a great position after this turn.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Because you're connected to the C3 network, that crossbow is technically point blank with the Arbiter.
C3s are fun for that. All right. Arbiter engine it on the Shadowhawk. I'll take it.
Exactly what I didn't want to see.
Upper leg and IP. Oh, right leg destroyed. Sorry, right leg destroyed on the Hollander. Left arm destroyed on the Hollander. Left leg's not looking too good. All sorts of things are blowing up on the Hollander. Miss with the light Gauss. It with one of the light Gauss. Hollander number 2 also having leg issues. Yeah, it's having leg issues. Condor doing Condor-y things. Yeah, 3 ER medium lasers. I mean, it's a decent thing to do. Ultra AC5, it. AC2, it. To the head.
You ate my edge.
Mm-hmm. And then it did a hit with the light AC, with the AC2. LB10X doing a bit of damage on the Shadowhawk. Kingfisher blowing off the left arm of the Arbiter.
Whee!
Then gyro it. Then Arbiter destroyed by damage. And one of the Zukov, and just randomly, one of the Zukov takes a medium pulse laser and it blows out his tank tracks.
Just the single medium pulse laser I had aimed at.
Oh, the Fury did darn good, though. That's a very nice double shot there. The Corsair, ER large laser, rockets. The rockets did jack shit. Okay. It's an unfortunate situation. I didn't even destroy. I mean, I was expecting like major damage with everything that was shooting at the Timberwolf. It didn't do that much.
It's because
now you avoid fire.
Condor is immobile. Condor is doubly immobile. Drillson is lost its large pulse laser. The Arbiters are pretty much gone. The Guillotine is shooting at the destroyed by engine destruction for one of the Hollanders. Yeah, and the other one falls. So yeah, there's nothing good came of this. No gyro. That's always a fun thing to see on a mech, but then it disappeared because it was destroyed. Hey, I still got one arbiter in decent shape.
I think I might have a melee attack. Yeah.
No, please
I
don't.
don't.
Nope, no, I don't.
I mean, you can. I don't mind. Just like I won't kick my own partisan. That wouldn't be a good idea.
I know your tricks, witch.
Okay. Some people are eating up a little bit, but I mean, everybody's got double eat sinks and fancy stuff.
Mad cat, cool
My
down.
my stuff that overeats is not there.
Fancy schmancy.
Of course, there's
We'll
where
see what
I do want to
happens.
shoot it this turn, but where do I need to be in the right position? Right, where do I need to position myself? I might just fly off.
Okay, where do I move and where? Well, I've got an immobile condor, so I know what those guys are doing. Get out of the tank. You are not staying on the battlefield in a mobile hover tank. That is a bad idea.
No, don't do that.
On a regular
Alright.
tank, I mean, if it's just immobile but it's still plenty of armor, it turns into a pillbox, so that's okay. But on an hover tank, with the chances of critical that you get, probably not a good idea to leave it on the field, especially since most of them are not that heavily armored. And a Condor is not too bad. A Drillson's not too bad, but I have seen many a hover tank that is armored like a snowblower. Like a Saladin as like less armor than most lighter vehicles. So okay, it's not too bad. It would count as running if I got there. It's still not too bad. I mean, a 5 to get up is reasonable.
Forward to death.
All right, what do we have next here? Well, move the Ostsouls forward. Once those things get into range, bad things might start happening. I need to write up the Ostsoul presentation. I need to write up I've got a whole lot of things that I'm trying to get a little bit in advance, like at least a week's worth of stuff written up, because I don't want to be surprised by surprise work, or if on my vacations I decide to do something else. So that's why I'm just not taking a break, but just trying to put out write-ups done. I'm not asking for the mechs for pictures and stuff yet, but I've got the write-ups done. Got the chameleon. I done the chameleon on Friday.
The chameleon.
Chameleon. It's okay. It's not a great mech, but I mean, it's okay for a trainer, obviously.
Training
Here's your
wheels.
trainer. It has nothing to do with any other mech you'll be piloting.
Well, it's got jump jets, it's got machine guns, it's got everything other mechs might have. So it's not a bad thing. And it'll teach you how to, bracket fire. It'll teach you how. I mean, the other common trainer is a stinger, so make your choice.
It goes in the pursuit lance too.
I've never seen the Stinger.
It's a stinger. It's what it does. It does stinger things.
I'm
Stinger,
just
wasp,
waiting
locust.
for.
They're okay.
I'm just waiting for the day that Prof does a presentation on the Mackie. That ought to be interesting.
There's not that many combinations for it, let's say. So
No, it was what the OG battle mech.
yes, but there's not many variants and like things you can do with it to make it very effective, let's say. Well,
It was just a
I'll try
straight
that.
up chunk of metal.
I mean, it does what it's meant to do, at least the original one. The more modern
Yeah,
ones are okay. It's slightly armored for a 100-ton assault mech. It is not that heavily armored. That's the biggest problem I have with it.
right.
But it does what it's meant to do with the technology that it has. So
Considering that at the time it was going up against units with things like heavy rifles.
yeah, that was a massive upgrade compared to that.
You're not used to that. That primitive armor was far better than what everyone else was using at the time.
I mean, even if it's 66% less effective than the armor you currently have, it's still bar 10 rather than bar 8, which was the standard armor at the time. So an AC 10 could cause a critical without even having to do anything. That's what makes it really nasty.
Right. Need to evaporate those Zukovs. That ECM is going to mess this up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but that Zukov can't move very fast. The one that's closer to your whole group.
3-5.
Yeah, 2-3. You blew the axle.
It is 2-3. Okay.
If I move ear, which is, I'm just out of your range of C3. Furry. Fury, not a furry. That's different. I mean, you beat a Stormcrow and a Mackie. That is actually a good record.
Yeah, right.
Stormcrow is a damn good mech, and well, but the Mackie does
It'll
have 45 ton on it. If you get close, a 20 damage kick is going to give most people a good reason to not want to get into fights with you. That's the thing.
Stormcrow will die from a kick in the cockpit as much as any other mech will.
Not because you lived that as an experience.
That's probably what the Terran hegemony was betting on when they made it 100 tons. It's like, look, if the AC-20 doesn't kill a tank, you can just kick it over.
I mean, just flip it with your foot and then shoot the underneath of it. There's less armor underneath the tank than on top of it.
Fell down again.
Yeah, she's not going to have a good day.
Yep, this is done. I kind of feel bad for Costello right now. He seems to have horrible luck with seconds.
Yeah, it's in this case, it's not his fault though, or the pilot's fault. It's just how terrible the situation is.
It just happened to get into the gyro.
Oh, Costa's gonna have a bad day.
Hopefully that Kingfisher can do it.
Well, the thing is, it's Corsair's got decent amounts of guns, but it's not that great of a.
Here goes.
Yay, tagged, even though I've got nothing that can use tags. I literally have no LRMs in my list. Oh no, I do have some on the Drillson. The Drillson's got some LRMs.
Well, speaking of that Corsair, I think that thing needs to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I'm actually heat neutral now. Didn't expect that, but I ain't complaining. Where are you?
Okay, here's the mech that will never be heat neutral, the Ostsol with the X-Pulse lasers. This thing will only be heat neutral if it doesn't shoot. It is that bad. It's a damn good mech, though, but it runs stupidly hot.
Why are... Wait.
No! I click skip on my Drillson rather than shoot with it. God damn it. I make that mistake more often than I want to.
I don't understand. I'm unable to... Oh, I can't fire at the Corsair because it just did things.
Yeah, you need to target, what is it? A hex along its path.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
basically behind us all, not where it is right now.
Yeah, so that thing's not a viable target, I think.
No, you can, if you click the X in front of you with the Kingfisher, you should be able to target it.
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
I get it.
Yeah.
I see how it works now.
Oh, for once I'm actually overheating the Shadowhawk from that engine hit.
Engine hits are never fun, are they?
No. Ask my Phoenix Hawk. Even on the table in real life, that thing always gets an engine hit. Well, guess what? I can't fire.
I can only
And
drop 2
forgot
bombs
to
per
do
turn,
this.
so. Or per
With the double
target.
altitude bombing.
Yeah.
I'm a fire my lasers.
Maybe I should have dive bombed instead.
I was
How does dive bomb work?
Armor, I'm working on that Corsair right now.
Let's target an X, so.
target, bomb, fire.
Okay, you can drop more bombs if you're doing a dive bomb. Okay. You can't. It's weird that you can't shoot your guns when you're dive bombing, because when you're dive bombing, you should be able to.
Different attack geometry, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Kaiser, shoot.
Seba!
I mean, I know how to play a Caesar because I've used a Caesar about 60 times in my life at this point. Probably the mech I've played the most in history.
Hail Caesar!
It's because when you play tonnage versus tonnage from Inner Sphere versus Clan, it is one of the mech that actually works because you got a Gauss rifle and a PPC, so it's going to do things.
Yeah, buddy.
Light Gauss, it's the Warhammer 2C. Large X-Pulse Laser Touch, it's the Guillotine 2C. Another Light Gauss on the Guillotine 2C. The Zukov is dodging like a pro, and then it doesn't. Sensor in. Motive damage system. Well, I mean, the motive system is pretty much destroyed on this one. An AC2 it. I'm surprised only in one of the AC2 it's. LB10X clusters doing a bit of damage on the guillotine. The AG 20 does what AG 20s do against planes. Oh, cluster bomb destroyed. Well, that
I think
could
that
have been
was
an
just
issue.
the pylon. You already dropped that one.
Yeah. LB10X. It's the Warhammer 2C. An LRM10, it's the Corsair. And a medium pulse laser, it's the Corsair. I lose an ER medium small laser. Not a big deal. But with the amount of damage that plane took, it might have bad things coming later. A Gauss rifle it to the Shadowhawk on the arm. Corsair taking even more damage. The Zukov taking one large pulse laser it. The Drillson exploding in a ball of fire. Well, more missiles shooting at the Corsair. Oh, the dive bombs did the dive bomby things, though. Oh, the dive bombs did dive bomby things. Not a super high amount of damage, but did what I wanted it to do. Crew stun for one turn on one of the Zukov, and then crew stun for 2 turns, and then free stun for 35 turns because it's dead. That's bad. Oh, the guillotine fell on its head and killed itself.
Oh no!
They got Chaos Rifle destroyed.
Oh no, it's the Gauss rifle that destroyed it.
Again?
There you go. Caesar doing what the Caesar does best, taking people's head off with a Gauss rifle.
I think you just found your go-to mech, Prof.
No, the Caesar is. Look, I said, I probably played the Caesar about 60 times in my life, and getting edge shots with Gauss rifle with a Caesar is a classic. Physical attacks. I've got
Okay,
no
bioroids are
attacks.
expendable.
I mean, you just need to replace the head assembly on that thing. It's not very difficult.
Yeah, we got spares.
We got spare pilots for that, and we got spare heads. The Corsair is now at altitude 2, which is not good.
And no bad guys are in range for me to hit or punch.
The good news is he did manage to make his control roll. He just took 78 damage this turn.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Is it that during the campaign, my Heisenstrums took like 200 damage?
That's the problem with planes in Battletech. They will take tons of damage because of just everybody's going to unload on them because they're sometimes the only target you can shoot, or like they're the most dangerous target. So
I give up. That Timberwolf is not getting up. I give up.
They can just sit there and lie down.
Yep. I'm done. I'm done with that thing. Oh, wait, it is letting me...
Careful, Stan.
look, at least against you guys, I have a bit more of a chance, I guess.
Never
The
mind.
Caesar did. The Caesar's dead. Jeez, I love the Caesar. Like, there's a reason why I am doing a review on it, and I go through and I'm like, I still fucking love the Caesar. Yes, my version that uses medium laser instead of medium pulse and adds 4 jump jets is a little bit better because making that thing jump is just that much fun on top of it.
Yep. Nope, it's immobile now. Screw that.
Go lie there for a bit.
Yep. No, it's actually immobile. It's not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere for a while. Grab a snicker.
Yeah.
Because you're unconscious.
Yeah, pilot unconscious. Killing yourself by falling down is not a good thing to happen.
No. I'm thirsty now.
Acre targets. There's still another Zukov.
Just fairly clean. But he's got a Warhammer 2C walking this in his direction, so that might end poorly.
Fury and Caesar are the priority targets. Don't let him get another head.
Jeez. I mean, I don't remember how many mechs I've decapitated with Gauss rifles over the years either. It was my go-to clan mech was a design that I made with a Gauss rifle and a ERPPC as its main weapons. A slowish 70-tonner with that. And yeah, I decapitated large amounts of mechs with that particular mech in the past. All right.
Okay, it must be my turn again.
Yes, it is.
Here goes. I am rehydrated.
I didn't check how much BV I've got left. Because there is a threshold where the enemy will retreat. I need to
really?
be...
Force retreat rules?
Well, basically you win if you blow up or damage enough units, so... But, yeah, you destroyed one lance. It shouldn't be enough to really cause that much of an issue. Lost an Arbiter. I've lost a Hollander, a Zukov. Got my two big mechs in the back. The two Ostsouls. Those are the ones that are actually... Surprisingly, the two Ostsouls are probably the most expensive mechs in my list. Maybe I should have put the Caesar as the most expensive mech in my list. But, you know.
Hey, Armor, what do you think I should do with that crossbow? Move it forward a little or just keep it here?
I'll just keep it here.
Yeah, it's in a good spot, I think.
What I need to do is I need to get something else close to them. Or if the Ostel is going to oblige.
Well, that's the Pulse Laser Ostsoul, so it will need to get close to be... Well, it's X-Pulse, so it's not as bad as, you know, regular Pulse. Means he's got range, but everything runs stupidly odd. And yes, they do build Ostsoul in that Eden factory, so that's why they've got a lot of Ostsouls, Hollanders, and Arbiters. Arbiters were already being built on their local factories. The Hollanders and the Ostsouls are being built in the other factory that they have hidden.
That Fury over there, that's a hover tank, right?
No, it's a regular tank.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's one of those big assault tanks. Gauss rifle, a light AC-5.
Yeah, I know the Partisan's a tread tank.
Yep.
The Saladin, on the other hand, that's a hover tank, isn't it?
Yes, it's a tank. It's a tank hunter, technically.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna park the Kingfisher too.
You'll have targets in short range soon enough.
Gauss. Jeez. There might have been a reason why I put a lot of mech with light Gauss against you guys, because I know if I had brought more regular Gauss, we'd have too many decapitations.
Aren't there special rules for Gauss rifles when you get a headshot with them?
No. It's just a regular weapon.
Cool, good talk.
It's just an old joke I had with my brother where the Gauss rifle being a magnetic weapon, it magnetically is attracted to people's heads.
Haha.
All right. And you go up. All right. Corsair, just move out of the way, please. Yeah, that Timberwolf's not getting back up.
Yeah. No,
The
the
Corsair,
pilot's
well, he needed to go back up because he was going to crash.
the pilot's unconscious, dude, so yeah.
All right. Indirect attacks.
Got too stubborn to go for the to impress the target of her yandere personality and then hit her head too hard.
All right, shootinge. La phase de shooting, comme on dit en bon québécois.
Okay. What do we have to evaporate now?
No, that's my own Ostsoul. Do not shoot at your own Ostsoul. That would be a very stupid idea. Yeah, shoot that way. Overeat, but that's fine. It's time to try to kill things.
It's on.
Like Donkey Kong.
Jeez, all that dinging.
Partisan. You've got a Viper right in front of you, so try to take it out.
Nice try.
That's good.
Hey, Armor, do you have that Fury covered, or do you want me to focus on it?
Yeah, let's kill that Fury.
Okay. Time to do a twist-a-doodle.
Wait.
How's the...
No, you can't shoot at the Timberwolf anyways, Corsair, so why are you trying to?
Because it's right there!
Jeez, that guy's got, like, no... The Battle Master is just, like, not in range for anything.
He tries to use harsh language.
Well, he's got a light Gauss and he's got a ER large that are, like, kind of in range this turn, but it's kind of in range. Well, sometimes you have to.
What was that Timberwolf model that you said had the rear-facing weapons? Bravo config?
Yeah, Bravo. 2 ERPPCs, 4 Streak SRM6, including 2 facing forward, backwards.
I'm gonna
That's
look
an
at that
odd
one.
That's an odd one, but it works, and it's what the Savage Wolf was based off of for the Prime config.
I would rather have some rear-facing weapons.
I'm surprised there aren't more mechs with rear-facing rockets.
Rear-facing rockets would be hilarious. You are right.
Just
Rear-facing pulse lasers. I think rear-facing pulse lasers are probably some of the better ones.
Okay,
So.
that Zukov needs to go. Let's double PPC it. Okay, crossbow can't hit the Fury, so it's going to go for the Ostol. Ostsoul.
Ostsoul 2C. Well, that's what's about to happen. Well, not quite, but close. All right.
Here we go.
The Arbiter did nothing. The Allender did nothing. The Ostsoul did very good, so I'll take that. Other Ostsoul did also very good. The Arbiter is being chewed up, but it's not as bad as it could have been. A machine gun hit the Allender from it as well. Partisan doing okay amounts of damage. 2 shots from AC5s, better than nothing. Zukov hitting with one of the LB10s, better than nothing. Fury hitting with both its weapons, very good. And Fury is now at -1 movement point. Fury is now engine destroyed. Well, that makes things more difficult.
Yeah.
Battlemaster does nothing useful. Shadowhawk keeps damaging at the Fury. The Caesar keeps doing great things with its Gauss rifle. The Fury takes more and more damage. Crew stunned 1 turn. Crew stunned 2 turns. It's not looking too good. The Ostsoul takes a clean ERPPC shot and a clean ER medium laser shot. A couple ATMs because that's fun. Zukov is starting to get a little bit slow. Yeah, very slow. Let's go with that. Ostsoul taking a glancing blow from a ER medium laser. Losing a shoulder and a lower arm on an Ostsoul is not a huge issue. LRMings at the Ostsoul. That's starting to hurt here quite a bit. Oh, light Gauss rifle explodes.
Oh no.
Destroyed by engine destruction. Well, that's the end of that potato. Everybody succeeds their piloting skill check. Well, except Anne-Marie, that's unconscious in her mech over there.
She can't do nothing. Actually, while we have a second,
Rear-facing flamers are on a couple of mechs, from what I remember. I think there's a version of the Sagittaire that has rear-facing flamers.
what is the use of flamers in mech combat anyway? I think they're really good for forcing
Generates
heat
heat.
increase.
Generate heat, does a very good damage against infantry and against tanks.
Against infantry, sure, but I was thinking against mechs, what could it do besides a heat forcing a heat increase?
Melts some of the armor off.
Fair.
I mean, they're fusion flamers. They're not gas powered for most of them. Even a heavy flamer, which requires ammo, it's not actual gas you're shooting at it. It's like a plasma rifle or a plasma cannon. You're shooting foam that's superheated with lasers or something along those things.
When a Gauss
rifle, all right,
is
it's physical attack time. Hey, I've got a physical attack. I can use a physical attack on a Hollander. And it fails.
Oh.
But the Black Python fails as well. Ha! We tried to play kicky poo, and neither of us did any good.
We're just playing feetsies.
It's like playing patty cakes, but with legs.
Kicky poo.
You know what, Fury? Okay. You're coming back this way.
I don't think that Fury's doing anything.
The other plane's back, finally.
We'll have Shalom problems soon.
Is a Shalom and not a Shalom? There's a difference between the two.
Shalom!
It is the Shalom.
Shalom, everybody.
All right, let's try to get towards that Warhammer. I mean, at some point, I mean, it's not looking super hot anymore. My Zukov's not looking too hot either, but you know, that's just that's par for the course for a Zukov. The Fury is not even like not looking good. The Fury is looking really damn bad.
Yeah. And
Oh, turret locked on top of it.
There you are.
Think I'm gonna have to paint 2 Timberwolves this week. I think I'm gonna do the Timberwolf video next week. I already have the
Okay.
presentation written up, so I probably will be doing that.
The only one that's possibly going to be longer than the Atlas.
No. Surprisingly, there's not that many configs of it, and I'm not going into in depth on all the related models. I am going to talk about the Mark II, the Mark III, the Mark IV, but just quickly rather than just say that they exist and they're odd in most cases.
Hey, Armor, that that Otzel right there. I'm thinking that your Star Adder should have a go at it. Yay, nay.
Right torso's
Okay, well,
pretty
I'm gonna
damaged.
keep my crossbow parked either way.
Oh, it's because it's overeating like a motherfucker. All right, well, there's wanted to evade, but rather than evade, I'll go in.
Me and my big mouth.
I mean, strictly X-Pulse lasers is going to run way too hot. I mean, they could add a double heat sink possibly by taking out the rear-facing ER small lasers, but it wouldn't be an appreciable... Well, no, it would be an appreciable upgrade because you'd eat 6 rather than 8, so you wouldn't lose any movement points. I am pondering here.
I decided to look
they
up.
changed the rules for external sources to a maximum of 15, and I think it is a good thing because nowadays there's enough weapons that generate eats that it can cause an issue. Back in the days when all you add was infernos and flamers, it wasn't as bad of an issue. I mean, getting hit by a full SRM6 of inferno is like a plus 12, so that's already pretty damn bad. But now with plasma cannon, plasma rifles, flamers, infernos, TSEMPs, all that fun stuff, plus regular external sources like fighting in a place where that's too hot, I think you're right that 15 eat cap is a good thing that they added. And at 15 is already like dreadful. You're not going to be able to do much once you've got 15 eat cap
alright, that's
onto you.
enough family type issues for now. So we have an Ostel in front of me.
Yep, I lacked the foresight to see that I should back the fuck up.
Well, I was wanting to back up with my Ostel as well, but since I've got limited movement this turn because of my eat, this is actually a smarter move for me to do. All right, go here.
Let's see what the Feral Hound can do.
All right, let's get over here.
Yeah, expose your right side. It's actually the side that's not damaged, so might be a better idea to expose the right side.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
The Fury is being abandoned. The crew's like, nope, we're not staying here.
F this.
Well, immobile, crew stun 2 turns. I mean, it would have been a bad thing.
The lore of the Steel Vipers campaign in the year 3155 was later recited by the lore masters as them having left the machine, saying, "Oh, hell no!"
Hell no.
A lot of this campaign is basically the lesson of even the perfect plan, everything can go wrong.
I think so.
Well, that's the lesson of that Timberwolf.
You must know. You must know the saying: "No plan survives contact with the enemy."
Except if you're in a Jason Amson novel, then everything goes perfectly fine every single time.
Oh, jack off hamsack.
Yep. All right, let's see. What do you have left to move? The Timberwolf's not moving. Warhammer 2C hasn't moved yet. Okay.
Oh shit! I should fix that. I thought my turn was over.
I might get kicked, though. Maybe it wasn't the great... Well, no. Whatever happened, I would have gotten kicked because that Zukov is moving... is not moving the fastest. Ooh, thank you.
Warhammer's just gonna back.
You're not coming in to kick. Thank you. That was very kind of you.
Also, I'm worried about that Shalone.
No, wouldn't there be no way I'd be able to turn to get to your Warhammer with it. I mean, it's maneuverable, but not that much.
Oh well, I'll know that next time.
Yeah, that's the hard thing. When you look at fighters, you have to think, like, where is it gonna go? And aerospace fighters have weird movement arcs, basically. So
I suppose that's why they call it advanced rules.
Oh, the Caesar wants to open up its back.
all right, Corsair. Up one. Oh, no. Okay. Accelerate. Go up one.
By the way, I find it funny that the Kingfisher is such a big, thick mech, and the bird that it's named after is such a cute, small thing.
Go planes, go round. Well, the Corsair
Go
has to
banana!
basically like go do a big roll in order to get somewhere, but
Do a barrel roll.
Well, at least we are fighting our
it's in the
equivalent
maneuvers.
EP of
I think you can
conventional
do a
fighters.
barrel roll. Actually, I think there are
I'll try
rules for
spinning.
it.
That's a good trick.
Oh, no, please. It is not the worst Star Wars movie anymore. Well, it wasn't the worst anyways.
Dude,
Because-
I went to see The Force Awakens when it came out, and my first thought after leaving the theater was, now I know how the prequel haters feel.
I mean, the only bad prequel, I will say here, people will hate me for saying that, but the only bad prequel movie was Attack of the Clowns. And not because
Attack of the
of
Clowns.
and not because of like it just doesn't fit well enough for what it's supposed to do. It should have been half a movie, and the Clone Wars being a longer movie, basically.
Think so?
Yeah, that's my opinion, at least. Oh, no. We're gonna strafe. Well, not strafe. We're gonna shoot. Just shoot.
Here's the unpopular opinion I have. the 2-episode Clone Wars miniseries, the one done by Gendy Tartakovsky, was better than the CGI one.
No,
By a
that's not
long
a that's not
shot.
an that's not an unpopular opinion. I think that's the opinion most people have.
It was better by a long shot.
By a massive margin, yes. The Star Header is just a little bit. Geez, inner sphere medium pulse lasers shouldn't exist. They're so terrible. I mean, either stick medium X pulse lasers in. Oh no, I mean it's an old model, but you know what I mean.
I'm just happy that clan LRMs have no minimum range. Hi, Bri.
Well, there's the Hollander just lost its. The Hollander did a damn good shot with his light gauss, blowing up a medium laser and double heat sink on the Warhammer.
Oh,
And now, and I'm blowing up even more double heat sinks and an ERPPC with the Ostsol. I'm doing damage.
Well, good thing I armored the targeting computer.
I think the Ostel likes you.
ERPPC. Okay, in response, you got it by an ERPPC, 2 ER medium lasers, and an ATM3, and another ADM3 with double hits to the engine on a mech that already runs stupidly hot. This is not going to end well.
You're gonna just shut down in front of everyone while they kick you.
Ultra AC5 hits, AC2 hits. I'll take every hits that I can. Zukov doing pretty good with its twin LB10s. Kingfisher shooting at the Caesar. Caesar taking a good chunk of damage. Yostel's not dead yet, but it's lost a double heat sink, a medium X pulse laser, and a large X pulse laser. The Shalone doing an okay amount of damage on the Kingfisher. And getting it by a medium pulse laser. It's not, entirely awful.
Did you give your human pilots a pointed edge?
You might not have.
A point of edge?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
See, that could be an issue. Oops. Well, there's an engine hit on the.
Please be patient. I have autism.
That's an engine destroyed by engine destruction on the Caesar. That's a very bad start. Crew stun for 1 turn on the other Zukov. And then the SRM-6 do what SRM-6 do best against a tank, which is cause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate instances of critical or potential criticals. Yeah, the Ostel's very dead as well. Engine destruction. There we go. Ha! The Kingfisher's falling down. There we go.
Another gyro hit?
No. Just regular falling down.
He's the guy. Yeah, hit by an aerospace fighter.
I mean, the Shalone just flew by, shot everything, including like 4 rocket pods at you. I mean, at some point, you're going to take some damage. The Partisan did hit it with a couple guns shots as well, but I think this is a very bad position for me. I don't really have any physical attacks. I was wanted to see how much the Ostel was going to overeat, but I just remembered it died. So,
It evaporated, so.
Shouldn't I have lost by now?
Is it going to declare victory this round? We'll see. No?
Because I'm at 38%. I should have. It's 70%. You have to destroy, which is I'm probably like at the limit where things are going to start looking very, very bad for me. I mean, I think you outnumber me by now. Yeah, well, if I count my AA guns, well, I've still got those AA guns on the buildings. Those are worth 100 BV each. Not going to be a huge thing. I can't say I haven't damaged you guys quite a bit, though. I mean,
No, not at all.
One of the Star Adder is looking really rough.
That's my commander.
And I've got an almost clean Arbiter there. That Arbiter is like in great shape, except for the rear armor. Your rear armor's gone, but it's looking in great shape for everything else. The Allender is, well, it's got an upper leg actuator. That's not good.
Shadowhawks are running hot. Star Riders are also running hot from needing to Alpha Strike so much. And then losing heat sinks, they're still going to melt more, even though Black's there.
No, you will not leap down. That would be a very bad idea with a damaged leg actuator already. So try to be a little bit more conservative, Mr. Allender.
I have one damaged Blood Asp. I have the second completely undamaged Blood Asp.
My partisan is in perfect shape. Same with my battle master. See, I can win this.
Before they get surrounded by Vipers.
Okay, Armor, help me out here. I don't see any threats to my crossbow if I park it, but am I missing something? I don't want to miss it again.
No. You're part of the C3 network too, so I'll get in short range for all your weapons.
Okay, here goes. At some point, I'll try out a full-on fire lance, see how that works out. Are you absorbed in thought?
Yeah. Which includes what do I do with that immobile stun locked Zukov?
To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle.
That's in range to be kicked for 16. Yeah, I think you're going to eject. It's your turn, though.
I'm working on it. And I kind of can't advance further, so I'm just going to do that.
But here's the thing, if you eject them, then that means the ECM goes down. And the C3 also goes down.
The C3's on the partisan, but I mean, he's the only tank left with the C3. So I'm kind of in a lose-lose situation here. All right, so that's what's fixed. That's a Viper. That's a Viper. It's fast. It's scary.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to leap down. I have better options.
The actual ability to jump.
Like, yeah, why can't I leap down and use my jump jets to land?
They didn't want us pulling a Banjo-Kazooie?
Because they're jump jets, not landing jets.
I mean, they should. Jump jets should be a little bit more malevolent than they are, let's say. I have some issues with how they react to stuff, let's say.
Shalom made quite the turn.
I'm surprised it was able to do that maneuver or be that agile. Then again, it just dropped. It shot all of its rockets, so that's like 4 bomb units
Not
that
an
you
arc.
took out. So I can't shoot the Mad Cat, unfortunately. I'll have to shoot the Warhammer.
No joke, I was afraid you were going to shoot it with Shalone. All right, Mr. Partisan. Karma's a bitch.
Let's go with that.
Oh, I can do this. Thank you, C3 Network. Why not? Why not? Let's see.
And I've got no reason. I mean, I need to shoot you if I want to be able to do some damage. So I have a feeling bad things will happen this turn. And I've once again skipped a unit I shouldn't have skipped.
Can you go back and select it again?
No, you can't. Oh, can I? I can. No, it's it counts as done. I can't.
You can't select a different unit and then go back and select it again?
No, it doesn't let me. It's unfortunate. LB10X doing what LB10X do best, which is just spread the love around. Shalone just taking an engine which is very bad on a plane. Very, very bad on a
medium
plane.
pulse
Actually.
laser and not with the dedicated anti-aircraft weapon.
Well, the dedicated anti-aircraft weapon has been doing pretty good. It's still a 20 points of damage spread all over. I mean, pretty nasty. Hollander doing an okay job with its Lice Gauss. The Battlemaster. Thank you, partial cover. The Partisan just dodges everything for some reason. Okay. Except an ER small laser.
Funny enough.
Well, the right arm's gone on the Hollander. And the left leg is not completely gone, just in a very bad shape. Shoulder's gone.
Destroyed.
And then the light Gauss explodes. That's usually enough to finish it off. Okay.
Actually,
There
I've
we
got
go.
a question about Gauss exploding. I've been using flex sheets, and when a Gauss rifle gets crit, does it always explode, or can it also sometimes just get knocked off?
No, it explodes as soon as it's damaged.
There should also be an option with the game rules that you can disable it to prevent explosions.
Yeah, you can turn it off completely, but it takes a turn to turn back on, basically.
Okay.
Bombs
That means
doing...
that means
bomb
that
things.
the last bit of fiction I submitted for Vengeance is invalid game mechanics wise.
Well, if the whole section is destroyed, then the Gauss rifle can't explode.
Well, no, the whole section wasn't destroyed because the unit got a crit hit in the arm, and it hit the Gauss rifle.
In the case, it's a clan mech, so it should have case, so the damage is mitigated to the location itself.
Oh boy, does a Grizzly 2 have case?
Always. Every clan mech has basic case.
Literally, the clan advantage is that they do have case in their arms.
They've got case everywhere for free. Case 2's half a ton instead of a full ton. It is not only a massive upgrade, it is like fantastic in every situation. Hey, I managed to hit that Viper with with both one with the bombs and the other one I hit with the guns.
Gauss rifle ammo doesn't explode, right? It's the weapon itself that explodes.
It's the weapon itself that explodes. The ammo's just a bunch of inert balls of iron and titanium.
Yeah.
So I mean, it can't really blow up. It'll fall off. If it's damaged, it basically falls off or falls down or
You get
melts
a warning
together.
that the ammo feed is jammed.
But yeah, you read what I wrote, Prof.
Yeah.
You know that I basically wrote something that was invalid to game mechanics, and I didn't realize it.
That's good enough. Ugh.
I'm not going to go
Masters.
back and fix it because it's already posted, and it's not entirely
Jeez.
unfeasible. But
Battlemaster took quite a beating there.
Give it more.
Hollander's looking really rough.
To quote Pontius Pilate, what I've written, I've written.
Oh, Battlemaster falls down. I was hoping the other Viper would fall down, though. I was hoping for some return on investment, I guess that's a way to say it.
Well, now that you've fallen down, I can't kick you. I don't think. Yeah, I can't kick you because you're down a level.
Thank God.
A head kick.
I can kick that partisan, though, it looks like.
Yes, you should be able to.
Get him, Commander.
It's surprising that the partisan's still up.
Yeah, right?
Turret jammed. You kicked it hard enough that the turret jammed.
Good enough for me.
One of the Blood Asp is running really hot. The other Viper's running. The two Vipers are running crazy hot. Warhammer 2C is running crazy hot. And a Shalom didn't crash. We'll take it. Hey, and Anne-Marie just woke up.
Oh,
Made her face.
How embarrassing. I think that the Kingfisher is running surprisingly cool right now.
It doesn't have anything that runs super hot on it, and you've got plenty of jump jets. Not jump jets, heat sinks.
I was worried that I might be overheating because of all those pulse lasers that it's studded with.
I mean, how many heat sinks does it have again?
Good question. Let me take a look here.
34. 34 heat sinking.
34 heat sinking. I mean, you're going to be able to do plenty with that.
Yep.
I mean, I've lost.
Double heat sinks, 34.
The mission should be. I mean, I've lost more than 70% of my units, so I should be forced retreating now. So we'll end it at that rather than do another full turn.
You're a bit stuck in.
I mean, the planes are still flying, so that's a start. So they might come back in another mission. But yeah, the rest of the people here are just going to retreat or abandon their units.
A little sloppy, but a victory's a victory.
There you go.
Didn't lose any important body parts. The Bioroid is dead.
It's a Bioroid. We'll just make another.
And Marie spent most of the battle unconscious.
Oh, yeah. No, she's going to get a talking to.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't blame her too much, at least. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys have a very nice rest of your day. I've got a few more videos. I've just recorded one this morning. It's up for members only. I think I might record the other one again on a Monday. Just a bit easier for me. And next week, I'm probably going to be working on the Timberwolf and the Chameleon. I've got the Woodsman already written up as well. I want to do the Firefly. There's a bunch of mechs I want to do. Mainly stuff that I've been getting into new boxes, so I can just have those painted and those ready to go. So I thank everybody for watching. I will see everybody later. Bye-bye.